Good morning, my neighbors!
Stirring the coffee with chopsticks using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am Rat Lay It Down. We'll get started, but first, coffee. Excellent.
Well, I will say that the only magazine worth getting for men, and I'm dead serious, is Man's World. This is the hardcover edition. Look at the cover. I mean, that's pretty funny. It comes out 4 times a year, and then they take the four issues and turn them into an annual and make a hardcover version of it. Guys, I don't say this lightly. Just get this. This is a year's worth of, it's four magazines that are hardbound. You will love this. Man's World 2021. It's put out by Antelope Hill Publishing, and you won't regret it. It's just good reading. It's man stuff. You're not going to find man stuff. And I say that in reaction to Men's Health magazine, who had this article. Nothing more needs to be said about that. Oh, my hair looks especially gnarly today, doesn't it? Cool. I had many used cars in the 70s, like cars that cost like $500. You get them running, you clean them up. Whenever I wanted to sell them, I would ask my father, "What do you think I can get for this?" And his response was always the same: whatever anyone would be willing to pay for it. Those words are gold for anyone who's in sales and marketing. Whatever anyone would be willing to pay. That's applicable to life, relationships, anything. Keep that in mind. The true value of something is what anyone is willing to pay for that thing. There's almost a spiritual component to that too, if you want to look at that theologically. This was a great comment from a viewer. At the end of 2017, I found myself homeless, living in my car, sleeping in rest areas. I had lost everything after going through a divorce. I'd always worked hard my entire life. I was a homeowner in my early 20s, got married, started having kids. My life was going according to plan. 13 years later, it all disappeared in what seemed like a second. You, along with a few other content creators, helped me find myself again and get my life back. I am happy to say that today I have my own house. Although I'm just renting it for now, my career is going well, and I'm working on bringing out the best version of me I can. I used to sit in my car in rest areas watching your videos and focusing on one thing I could do every day that would get me one step closer to being where I wanted to be. Thank you so much for your content. It made the difference in my life. I wonder how he's doing today. And that's 4 years later. If you are watching this, just email me. Let me know how you're doing. Jim Rohn, who I mention quite often, says your life either serves as a warning or as an example. The choice is yours. Holy cow. You like that? Your life serves as a warning or as an example. I remember taking a screenshot. This was probably, I'm guessing, in 2018. This was Tristan Pinnock replying to Rollo Tomasi on Twitter. I've had the theory that, as a whole, men and women just like each other a lot less these days. I think that's built on crazy overselling of the genders to one another. Men want porn stars who make sandwiches. Women want, well, you know, a man who is everything at all times. First thing that came to my mind was that'd be a great name for a punk rock band. Porn stars who make sandwiches. But I think he's right there. Men and women are so overrated as far as what they can do for each other. And I think I'm more of the school of the rugged self-reliance kind of thing. I mean, I know guys, literally, I know men, like, where their wife was in the hospital for surgery or something, and these guys, like, practically starved. I know men that don't know how to make a meal, like they live on cereal if their wife is away. Dudes, seriously? You wanted that traditional woman that makes you food and nice meals and raises your children and keeps a nice house, but when she's not there, you can't operate? Dude, so much for your traditional values. Yay, you succeeded, douchebag, at painting yourself into a corner. You know, whenever you get somebody to do everything for you, you lose the ability and even the desire to do those things. Wife goes away for a week, you eat cereal for a week. Come on, dude. Come on, married dude. Nothing is going to be random in the next month. Well, I say nothing is random in the next year. Obviously, I said that in 2020 and 2021. This is like my annual warning that nothing will be random anywhere, especially anything that you hear in the news. Everything is a distraction. Everything, and don't kid yourself. I've been saying this for a long time. There's all kinds of false flags coming. There's going to be all kinds of pestilence and disease and mass events. When I say mass events, you know what I'm talking about. They're all distractions. Nothing will be random. Poopy is hitting the fan. People have asked me over the years who my vocal influences and inspirations are, and now I will tell you. Orson Welles, Paul Harvey, and Dick Cavett. Dick Cavett, one of my favorite voices of all time. I love his tempo. I love his resonance. For those of you that are younger, just on YouTube, look up Dick Cavett and listen to his voice. He wrote some comedy for late night shows many, many years ago. We're talking 60 years ago. And I remember reading that he introduced Jane Mansfield, who was just basically a bustier Marilyn Monroe, and the mother of Mariska Hargitay from, what is she from? Law and Order? I think that is. So she was kind of like a centerfold gal. He once introduced her by saying, "Here they are." Not here she is, but here they are. That's hilarious. Oh, I have breaking news. Here it is. And all that being said, get your popcorn because a show may be starting soon. And with that, finish your coffee, and I'll see you on the next Daybreak Show, your home of sanity. Actually, your only home of sanity, clarity, and reason.
Picked them up from the printers yesterday.
Good coloring.
That's bone. And the lettering is something called Cillian Braille.
You know, when I started in speaking in, 1974, the traditional advice was don't talk about sex, politics, or religion. And even then, I said, well, what the hell else is there to talk about? I mean, we've just described everything everybody's interested in and everything everybody's involved in. I mean, at least 50% of the reasons why people buy everything has to do with sex. Some either not getting it or thinking this will help you get it. I mean, that's why guys take out the trash. I mean, well, I'm serious. Go to any apartment of any single guy and take a look around. It ain't like he's taking the trash out every week, you know? But so he takes the trash out every Friday at home. Why? There's only one reason. And it ain't that he objects to having trash. He'd just have 5 trash cans in there. He wouldn't have, I mean, downstairs in my personal space in my office, that's been my solution. I don't want to empty the wastebasket every 3 days. I got 8 wastebaskets. You know, when I was single, the first thing I did when I was newly single is I went over to JCPenney and I bought 365 pair of underwear. I mean, I ain't gonna do laundry for Christ's sake. I mean, once a year, baby. That's when we're down to 364 in the trash can in the garage. We'll do some laundry, right? I mean, so the married guy's taking the trash out for one reason and one reason only. I mean, that's it.
Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other. So far as the echo, where do we start? You can learn to discover a million stars. Here in the shadows, I know you're scared. Take my hand, together we'll make a stand. We've got to fight to find a way. Dare to fall to find out what to say. No more hate. Just admit that you're just afraid. Time to let go of all your fears and pride. Stand up beside me, don't you hide. We can build a better place. If we can just find a way, then we can live a better day. Rise from the ashes, from the anger, from the war. Let's come together, lift your spirit for the cause. We should be equal, should be living free. All together, one and all, let's build a dream. No more hate. Just admit that you're